Good evening, good morning, or whenever it may be for you. I appreciate you coming on back and hanging with me today. Today is actually Thursday. I'm filming this on a Thursday. I did film a Wednesday message for the midweek as I said I would. Had some unforeseen events pop up and some technical difficulties, and it just became apparent that I wasn't supposed to get that up yesterday. So since intended to do a like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and today is Thursday, I decided I would bring in the message and energy from yesterday, but let it come out however it's meant to come out today. And also give the message for tomorrow, right? To take us into the weekend. So let's see what source is going to download or bring in for the collective for us in regards to that. So the midweek was supposed to be about just a pick me up to get us through the week. And then Friday's message is about, the closing of the week. A lot of folks are done working for the week and looking forward to the weekend. It may be more you time on the weekend. So I want to get a message for that as well. So I am going to still give you the card that came out on yesterday, which was, I'm going to read it in a second. It was number 32 from the Law of Positivism Healing Oracle. And it says, the waters of creativity and sensuality flow within Mahara, right? And so it's speaking about that sacral chakra, and it's talking about that creative energy. That's where the creative energy flows through us and out from us. That's where our sensuality and sexuality, that energy, which creative energy and sexual energy, sensual energy are very much intertwined. That's how we get here. That's how life procreates, okay? So creation, right? And so, we are creation and we also create, right? We are the extension of the how does Aaron say it? We are the fractals. These, I don't want to say broken off because we are whole, right? There is no separation, and then individually we are whole. But we are basically, we and everything else that exists, right, is Source, God, the creator of all that is, expressing itself, right? It is experiencing itself via everything that you see and everything that you don't, okay? And so this card is about allowing the things that are within you to be birthed. It's about allowing those things that are dormant. And yesterday it was storming. And as soon as I got the download that some of whomever would be watching, sacral chakra is likely blocked. Like some folks' sacral chakra, are blocked. There was this big boom of thunder, which was confirmation. So that isn't happening now, but I still feel the need to say that because, that can be the case. Like there are some folks watching who are sitting on some really brilliant ideas. There are things that you want to do. There are things you want to experience. There are things that you want to create, right? And creativity, creative expression is not always about making something in order to make $1. It's about really being able to express yourself, right? So if Source, God, the Creator, gets to know all that it is by emanating itself, allowing itself to be expressed in all of these different ways, and then allowing these different aspects of itself to create and be and do and have, right? That's how it gets to know what it is. And the same is true for us. Now, it's multi-layered because we are it. So it's one and the same. But you're this individual point of consciousness, right? And you're having this very unique experience. And you have a very unique identity, right? That you know to be this individual that you are, right? And so this very unique makeup can express the divine, that is which the divine is, right? An aspect of the divine in the way that only you can. That's why you came. That's why you're here. So to not express who you are and what you are, and it can be something that can earn you some money, right? It can be a business idea, right? It can be a service that you want to provide. It can be this invention, this bright idea that you have that can help the world, right? That can serve whoever it's meant to serve, of course. But it also could just be dance, music, poetry, some kind of literary work that you never share with anyone else, but that you allow yourself to do, right? That flowing is a movement. It is energy moving, right? Allow it to be expressed, because when you're able to really tap into that place, to that creative energy, it allows other things to be birthed. So if you love to dance, if you love to sing, if you love to write, if you love to paint, or let's just say you've thought about doing it. Maybe you've never done it, but you've always wanted to do it, right? There is a part of you that wants to experience that. The Creator wants to experience that through you. You aren't receiving these nudges or these ideas just out of the blue. This is guidance. This is communication. This is your soul saying, hey, we came here to do some ish. I'm going to need you to take advantage of this opportunity and do it in the way that can only be done via you. This one good time, right? Because this you existing right now will only happen in this way, this one time, right? So to not allow what can happen, to be birthed, to be expressed, right? So even if whatever is in you that you want to do or feeling called to do or desire to do or try, it is you tapping into that even if you never create something that can be marketed and sold, it still puts you in a place to better be of service to other people in other ways. It helps you to be in a vibration that allows you to serve the people, to support the people, to show up for the people around you in a way that you would not otherwise be able to do. Things will move in your life in ways that creativity, that flow, that sacral center, Lord. It is this very unique merging of the seen and unseen, right? It is that middle ground between what wants to be birthed and what actually does, right? It is the middle ground between like the spirit realm and the 3D realm in a way, right? And so that energy could be blocked, and perhaps, you know, it needs to move. Perhaps there needs to be some healing, even because water is healing, right? This water, this flow of water is very healing and soothing and moves, right? And so, you know, that may be something. There may be some unresolved issues or trauma that needs to be healed. When we clear out the gunk and the junk, when we deal with, work through, heal, resolve those things that would be a block to our creative energy, right? And when we're talking about that particular chakra, it could be very much tied to something sexual, some type of trauma, right? Something connected to your innocence, okay? Something connected to that expressive power. You may have been put down or made to, you know, not express yourself, not be creative, not be unique, not be who you fully are, right? And so, yeah, there may be some unhealed things that, without even knowing, subconsciously is getting in the way of you just doing, because I mean, what's stopping you? Right? There's things that you think about, have thought about plenty of times, and you just don't. Why don't you just go ahead and do it? Right? I'm sorry if you hear this background noise. It sounds like somebody's banging some cabinets or something in my kitchen. I don't know. I apologize if you pick up anything. But yeah, the body naturally heals itself, right? We know that. We know that. And so anything that is blocked in terms of, in our chakras, each chakra is connected to organs and systems in our body, right? So whatever is not being expressed, if that chakra is not rotating, if it's not flowing, if creativity is not coming through you, then there's some unhealed things. So that is something that is being said to mention. Some things that you can do for that particular chakra is a healing bath or a shower. Create rituals or ceremonial baths, showers, where you set intentions in terms of healing, right? Of releasing, of letting go, right? Of healing anything that needs to be healed at this time, releasing anything that does not serve you at this time. Be very intentional, right? And include anything that makes you feel good in that bath or shower, right? The oils, the fragrances, the candles, the flowers, whatever it is. And this is for intibati, however you identify, right? This is a form of self-care. This is a form of you taking care of yourself, right? There are people waiting for you. You are an answered prayer. You are an answer to prayers, right? But some of you haven't answered it yet because you're still sitting on stuff. You're not moving, you're not doing, okay? Another thing is crystals, orange, aventurine, listening to high vibrational or binaural beats. There's stuff on YouTube that music that target the sacral chakra in particular. That could be very healing. There is the tonally saying vam, vam. That's connected to the sacral chakra. And that vibration within your body stimulates that particular chakra. Okay, so you may want to try that. These are just a few things that can, in terms of practically. Now, there may be some more deeper, like I said, some conscious things, and it may be beneficial for you to work with someone to help you, move energy, move those blockages, resolve those issues or what have you, so that, your body can get back to a place of homeostasis, of balance and equilibrium. Okay? But again, you are an answered prayer. It would not be within you. You would not think about it. You would not desire it if there were not people waiting for you to show up and do the thing. Okay? Be the thing, be the person, right? Like I said, it doesn't have to be a service. It doesn't have to be a product that you're selling. But you being your full self and expressing the fullness of you allows you to show up in ways that is very powerful and that serves humanity, will serve humanity. So Source is saying, let go. Okay? All right. That's the first message. I thought it was going to be short. Child, I'm never short. I always take the scenic route. I don't know why, but we always get there. Okay? Now that was the Law of Positivism Healing Oracle. Monday's deck was Wild Woman Rising. It was more Divine Feminine. I felt like this card, maybe this deck, but specifically this card, the fact that it keyed in on that sacral chakra, it almost feels like a combination of the two. Right? Masculine, the balance of the masculine and the feminine, right? The internal and the external, the doing, forward facing or outward facing. So the intuitive, but also it being expressed, right? And so I want to use now the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. I didn't say, I don't think with those other decks who they were by, I'm sorry. But this one, I believe, and I love it, the Sacred Creators Oracle. I've spoke plenty of times. I know that I did in the last one about, owning your sovereignty. That might not be it verbatim, but owning your sovereignty. You being this sacred being, right? Worthy, deserving, divine, right? And again, that was that card, that deck, like I said, was more along the Divine Feminine, the Sacred Creators Oracle. Not that there isn't any intuitive energy in it, but it is about being the thing, right? More action-oriented, more divine masculine. So I thought that it made sense now to close things out for the week using this deck. So let's get a message to do just that. What does Source want to take us into the weekend? Welcome to Divine Masculine. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Welcome to Divine Masculine. And this card is number 19. I think I said that The waters of creativity and sensuality flow within my hara, aka sacral chakra. That card was number 32, which reduces to 5. If I didn't say that already, just those numbers may be relevant to someone. I know sometimes the more I hear things that are specific to me, it really helps things, the bells and whistles, to go off. So I wanted to say that. This card is number 19, which adds up to 10, and then reduces to 1, right? So that may resonate with someone. Welcome the divine masculine. I mean, come on now, come on. So, you know, I'm all about being in flow, being intuitive, you know, tapping into the divine feminine, trusting your intuition and all of the things, right? But, you know, like I was saying, and I believe I said this in that Monday's reading about, it always has been meant for there to be a balance, always, right, between the two. So using your intuition to help you bring forward and birth and create and do, right? So, yeah, this is about making sure that you are doing just that. If you are not taking action, if you are not doing the things, if you are not being all you can be, Source is asking you to do so. And I'm gonna grab the book. Let me grab the book for this. And close us out. Still about passion and creativity. It's also about providing care for others. Warrior soul, knowledge, a gifted leader, true entrepreneurial spirit, stability, friendly and positive competition. Here comes the sun, it says. The energy of the divine masculine is bright and fierce. It can warm hearts, break down barriers, and inspire minds. It can grow food for thought. It can feed a village. This is an auspicious card that promises luck, positivity, and success. And your yang hunter spirit is being called forth to stand up and claim these gifts. Passive waiting is not the answer right now. Go get that thing you've been dreaming of. Make your move. I just said that. So these two messages very much connected, right? Clearly. The enthusiastic creative energy is ready to set your path on fire. So step up to the challenge being presented and lovingly slay it. And it goes, psst, you're ready. So cute. As with all fiery forces, managing your energy and stamina will be important. Not enough, and you have a failure to launch. Too much, and it can burn out all too quickly before it fully develops. Seek the Goldilocks zone, where the right amount of this inspirational energy will fill you with creative passion and with its longevity. Get ready to expand and to move with happiness in your heart. Love that. And so it's asking, too much or too little, you know? Ask yourself that right now. Are you still as passionate about your journey as you were when you started? Ooh. What do you love most about the path you are on? Why do you do what you do? What's your big why? All of these really great, powerful questions to help remind you, right? To get clear and help remind you of why you're doing what you're doing. Are you doing what you want to do, right? And if not, why not, right? So this is really just really inspiring, encouraging message to do the damn thing. And I had just said that. To be that, to do it. It's time. Source said, let's do this thing. Let's go. Let's make it happen. And I'm very clearly hearing right now, I have to say this. You are fully guided, loved, and supported. Like when I tell you, you're afraid, do it anyway. When I tell you, it is through the fear that all the goodness is on the other side of it. Like all of the stuff that you're waiting for is on the other side of you just doing it already. Take the leap of faith. Take the leap of faith, right? Source is going to catch you. You have a whole team. You have a whole team. So in addition to the rituals, the baths, and things like that will be helpful in terms of cleansing, of healing, of tapping into your creativity, you're being asked if you have these things in place, these rituals, just in terms of being connected, being tapped in, being reminded of who and what you are, connecting to the divine, right? Connecting to whatever that is for you, to God, to source, having that connection, having that regular... No. Sorry. Having that regular, every day, there should be an acknowledgement. There should be a time in the day where you intentionally connect, and it only has to be for a few minutes or just throughout the day. Constantly bring your intention and focus back to that connection, to remind you that you're not in this alone, right? To remind you of what is holding you and supporting you and carrying you and rocking with you and rooting you on and bringing you people, things. Like, honestly, you got this. And the fear of failure, the fear of what people are going to think or what people are going to say, and whether it's your age, whether it's where is this coming from, whether, if anybody else is going to get it, whatever, the fear of those things that are holding you back and keeping you from doing whatever these things are. People do not care as much as you think. Nobody cares. Nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody worried about you. I think what I'm hearing is do it and then see what happens. And if you receive a reason, then maybe. But to make up one before you even done anything, you're selling yourself so short. You're keeping yourself and the divine from being able to have this amazing, wonderful, beautiful experience, right? Even, like I said, if it's just for you, because ultimately it's still going to be for other people. It's still going to be for other people because of how you're going to show up because of it, right? 30 minutes, right? 15 minutes for each. I'm off of here. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, I appreciate whoever is riding this ride with me as I fumble through this, stumble through this. Hey, it is what it is. I'm just being obedient and I'm doing the thing, right? Scared. Listen, I'm just out here showing up in the way that I've been called. The nudges, what I'm hearing, I'm listening, I'm following, I'm showing up, right? Because I do know what I'm saying to you applies to me, that there's someone, that this is for. Even if it's one person, that's okay with me. That is okay with me. I am here to serve. I have already let Source know that I am ready. Let go. So here I am. And if you are here, again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. I love you. I wish you nothing but the best as you move into your weekend. Peace.